Yeah, more traditional approach for the Cardinals, highlighting Yadier Molina, the 9-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove winner.
For Kyle Hendricks this year, an ERA nearly a point lower here at home than it is on the road. Overall, it's 6-8.
Numbers.
And a swing and a miss. Count to Yadier Molina. Right back up the middle of the base hit. Cost Paul 45 games already this year. Jammed that time, rolled her to third. And Bryant with an offline throw that Rizzo does a nice job at the receiving end on. For his last 56 in 14 games leading into the break. But he has here driven in the first run of the ball game. An RBI single back up the middle, just out of reach of the middle. Jerko with a base hit to left. Runners will have a head start. There they go with 2 away, and Wong sends a rocket into right at Jason Heyward to retire the side.
Because of the struggles he's had the last couple years, now batting third because of the seasons he has been able to have. And you look at fastball.
Carlos Martinez tonight, 6-5 on the year, an ERA just over 3. Last pitched on Friday. Some great success in St. Louis this year from a pitching standpoint. Anthony Rizzo leading off with a ball that scoots past Dexter Fowler into right. Boy, it's working with Anthony Rizzo as a leadoff hitter. In 3+ nights as a leadoff hitter, Chris Bryant now picks on the first pitch. A roller out to shortstop for DeYoung. Beaten on the ground to the right side. Carpenter to Martinez for out number 2. Pitch is not what it once was. We'll talk about that as we continue, as Zobrist sends a fly ball to center and nothing comes of the leadoff double.
What's the difference of here to being flattened out?
Sends that one a long way to left and way out of here. Or not, he was stone cold serious, wasn't he?
I was messing with him, like joking.
See the note on Kyle Hendricks, a career high 18 home runs allowed already this year, and that one hits Matt Carpenter. This is the changeup to get to 2-2, and now the 2-2 pitch to Molina's yanked into the left field corner. More damage here. Carpenter's being now held, runs through the stop sign. The throw comes to the plate instead, where Rizzo into right. Heyward on it to make a routine play of it and end the inning. Here in Wrigleyville.
Did you say bike?
I rode my bike. I sure did. Yes.
A chopper to the one-man left side of the
seven.
Russell into center field. Pham there to retire the side. 6 in a row retired by Mars. How hard you hit it if you're hitting it right at somebody.
And how well teams are defending him.
And the reason why she cooks for everybody, so traditionally, it's your responsibility. A great play by Zobrist.
Archer have a great outing. Maybe they make him available. Maybe a contender overpays to get him.
Hendricks gets the bunt down, gets Caratini to second. Rizzo into the opposite field for Ozuna. 1-1 to Bryant. Bounced out to the left side of the infield. Picked up by Jerko, but he muffs it. The Cardinals major league leading 70. The next 2-2 pitch, and Heyward gets to him. An RBI single into the opposite field. A swing and a miss to get him out of trouble. Cubs are on the board, however. A run on the Jason third, and he strikes out Dexter Fowler. Solo home run in the second made it a 2-0 game on a hop that kicks away from Russell and on into left field. Right now Carlos Martinez, and Pham's picked off. Wow.
The mentals.
Oh, Tommy really got it.
Whether it's football, basketball, or baseball, are king. Others, Judge stayed away this year.
Schwarber lines into the opposite field for out number 2.
At the end, I was nervous for Ron.
He looks like a CrossFitter. He's in great shape.
A swing and a miss by Russell to retire the side. The Cardinals are certainly no different. I know John Mozeliak values that same kind of information. There's a base hit for Molina.
Banks at third. And that, when you drive to the ballpark, it's great.
And Ozuna's got his second base hit of the night.
Like cookies, they look like they're good, but just enough movement. He's not the guy that's going to try to go 90 and plus.
Bases loaded with two gone. The 2-2 home. A chopper over the mound. Russell lays out and can't get it out of the glove. Everybody's safe. A run scores, and it's 3-1 St. Louis. Almost a highlight play. Brian Dunsing on for Kyle Hendricks. The next 3-2 pitch, and Fowler puts this one in play. A good play by Bryant despite the bogey running past him.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's a base hit by Caratini. No, it's not at all. It is now, but almost denied on a good play by DeYoung. That looked like it was bouncing up the middle. On the ground to short.
Most notably, they were involved.
Anthony Rizzo with a ball into the right center field gap. Hold that thought, Buster, as Anthony Rizzo has just driven in a run on his second double of the night. Bryant with a shot that gets past DeYoung. Rizzo had to hold off second base. Heyward with another base hit to drive in a run.
And Heyward, if he wasn't making the money, he was.
In the air to center field for Pham, who will park under it to make the catch. Bryant tags up and scores. To second goes Heyward, and Chicago has its first lead of the game. Swinging a drive to right, and you can tell that one goodbye. Schwarber with a rocket that's gobbled up by Kolten Wong. Not before the damage is done. Anthony Bass is the new pitcher on the mound for the Chicago Cubs as he takes over here in the top of the 6th inning.
Great ones lose that wild card game.
Garcia sprays a one-hopper to third. Great play by Bryant. Further repercussions. Carpenter into the opposite field and well hit. Schwarber turns his numbers to the infield, and it's gone. Homers in 3 straight for Matt Carpenter, and it's back to a 2-run series of footnotes about a dysfunctional lineup so far this year. Molina's got another hit. My goodness, his 4th of the ball game. Off the DL. Hitless so far tonight, and it'll stay that way. And a pitching change for St. Louis as the right-hander Sam Tuivailala takes over this year. Russell grounds to shortstop for DeYoung, and the throw's in the dirt. Russell runs. Brilliant execution of the hit and run.
Of the dugout.
Shattered bat and a ground ball to third. Jerko comes home. The tag applied by Molina, and they get the out at the plate. Here as a Cub.
He showed up at your house, Alex, when he was 10 or whatever that was.
Yeah, what advice did you give him by that?
He inherits a 2-run lead and goes to work on Marcelo Zuna, Jed Jerko, and Kolten Wong.
Experience in the 9th. Definitely has the stuff.
The 3 in LA. He's going to wear number 8 because he couldn't in Baltimore. The new pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals is left-hander Tyler Lyons takes over. Another base hit for Jason Heyward.
I mean, the season magic. What Chili's brought to him this year.
Running on the first pitch with no throw down. A huge jump
for salary dumps.
Bounce back up the middle and through. A base hit for Zobrist. This will drive in Heyward. And the Cubs are back on top by 3. And now it looks like we've got another runner picked off. This one on the other side of the scorecard as Zobrist is caught.
You may think, well, this could be the second coming of Mike Piazza. To be continued.
Now, and it gets a lot more defined in the second half.
The Giants with all that veteran experience. Is that still a race in your mind?
It's still a race, but the Dodgers are definitely the team league. I mean, this is a guy you just mentioned how he can hit. As he does so there.
Yeah, he can hit. With the new pitcher as Justin Wilson takes over on the mound. Here's the next 3-2 to Carpenter. One hop to first, a tricky hop for Rizzo, makes a great play. Throw to first goes bad. Wilson gets on it, and a run will score as four against Edwards in his career, who makes his 30th appearance of the season here tonight. Last enjoyed a 5-hit game, and that one skips. A free pass and a free 90 feet for Carpenter. The payoff pitch home. Molina sends a flare to second for Baez to end the threat. The eighth are the St. Louis Cardinals. A 7-5 Cubs lead. Addison Russell leads off the home eighth with an extra base hit into the right center field gap. So now Victor Caratini. He too bounces the first pitch back up the middle. Knocked down by Wong. Never stopping is Russell. He'll score. Caratini to second. That one's overthrown.
Showed a tremendous amount of humility.
It's a base hit for Bryant. Caratini comes around to score.
Exit velocity. I'm hitting the ball, so I'm good.
Zobrist sends a fly ball the other way for Ozuna. The tide turned with a 5-run fifth by the Cubs as DeYoung sends a ball out to left. It skips in front of Zobrist rather and bounces all the way to the garage door. It's so crazy. They made some moves in the offseason. Sharply hit to shortstop for Russell, and one away here in the ninth. Wong into right field. And Kolten Wong doing his part to keep the night alive. His 40 outings this year is tasked with recording one out. On the ground to second for Baez to wrap it up tonight. The Chicago Cubs with an impressive come from behind victory.